Hey, my name is Beryl Malomo. Welcome to my channel where I speak on identity, purpose, and vision. I'm sure after this video, you're going to be blessed. There's so much value that's going to be given. And I pray you just stay to the end. It's going to be a wonderful time. Okay, so in my journey here, it's always been, very stressful, I would say. And I think in life, as you grow, as you become the person who God has called you to be, there are people He actually places in your life to be destiny helpers. And there are some unsung heroes that I would like to really shout out. One actually had his birthday this past week. And the whole journey of me even getting to America, I was in Nigeria at first, and I finished my secondary school. I was trying to look for a place to go to university, and I decided I'd rather come to America rather than stay in Nigeria because why not? Well, to be very honest, I also wanted to actually practicalize things. Many things that were taught to me in Nigerian education system, there were some practicals to it, but in the field I was entering, which is computer science, there needs to be more practical, and I saw America as a great opportunity for me to come. In my coming here, it was a whole lot of discussion of like where I'll stay, what school I'm going to go to, and all these different, technicalities that your parents may go through that you probably don't really know about, or maybe you do because you're very in tune. But I really did not know anything that was going on in the background. But there were two people, my auntie and my uncle, Uncle Ben, who is really close and they are really dear to me. They offered their house for me to stay. Now, I can't say if they had an option or not because at the end of the day, this is somebody's house and they have a right to do what they want to do. But I think that staying there for the last couple of years has really taught me a lot. And it's something that I would not take for granted because there's no way I can pay them back. Like, just being very honest with you guys, there's no way, you can go back and say, "Oh, I'm repaying you for this." I'm basically like indebted to them. In that house, I met my cousin. I actually grew up with him, and now he's a big boy now. He does not even talk to me. He has bass voice, very big guy. But there are some little values I learned from my uncle that I'll be sharing as we go. I remember waking up one day, one Sunday morning, and I saw him cleaning the whole house, like literally sweeping, mopping, doing everything. And I'm like, what is this guy doing? I was like, whoa, what is it? And he literally cleaned every single way because that's how he just takes his time to relax. And I was asking him like, how? Like, do you do this every week? He said not every week, but there's just little times where he just takes the time to just relax, you know, spend some time alone with God, listen to music, and really, clean his house. Because at the end of the day, what defines you is really how your house is kept. And that's something that I really took with me, coming to school and staying by myself. It can get so busy sometimes you may not have time to clean, to do like a deep clean, or just clean here and there. But learning that principle of just setting a system to clean was something that really struck me. There's actually another thing that he started doing recently, which I'll be shouting out, is he started a YouTube channel. Really wonderful YouTube channel where he speaks on Genesis, and I'll be sure to leave the link somewhere here where he speaks on Genesis. And I've been going back and forth from school to the house, and I just saw how he really dedicated himself to doing that. it was a task. He said he was led by God, and he really disciplined himself to set out time to make sure that he's doing the work. He's being obedient. He's pushing it on YouTube. He has set up a system. He comes from work. He goes to his the basement. He does the video. He even started learning Da Vinci, and I'm like, whoa, this guy, he's moving. I'm like, whoa, that is literally things that you would like to see, as somebody that you just look up to. And we have some similarities where we are the firstborn. We are Yeah, we are the firstborn, so we normally keep to ourselves, very quiet. But when we actually open up, we can really open up. And I have seen myself really learn a lot from him. How he takes his job seriously. He understands family. He really learns about things. Like he learns about things. It is his duty to really learn. He does not tell himself that, oh, he knows everything, but he actually takes his time to learn things gradually, step by step. I've seen how he manages different businesses, and he still does a 9 to 5. I think that these are just little principles that I've taken, that I would just like to just shout him out today, as just just they are unsung heroes that I'll probably go and become a big guy, but nobody will know that, there was an uncle. There was an uncle I had, and I think he has done this for different people also. There's a story where I hosted my first Friendsgiving. This was it last year? Actually, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I hosted my first Friendsgiving, and one of my friend came to my house because we had it at my uncle's place, and he saw my uncle's like, wait, I know that guy. I was like, you know my uncle? How do you know my uncle? It's like, my parents know him. I was like, I don't know. It's like, does he remember me? I was like, bro, you see, that's where you start crossing the territory. I don't know. But then, you know, I think my auntie came and my uncle came, and they saw him like, wait, we remember you. You came and you stayed for in our house, for a while. And like I said, this is not I'm not really even the first person. There have been a lot of people that he has lended the house to, like with the partnership with his wife. They have lended the house, my auntie, lended the house to many people to really stay. And it's something that I think I can learn from, and we can all learn from when it comes to just looking at the older generation. There's a lot of things that we may pass along. We may say, oh, nah, this just old generation stuff. But there is wisdom. There is wisdom in learning from the people who have gone before you. There's wisdom in learning from the people who have seen life before you have. I think most times, as young people, I can relate to this, where we think that we know what the end thing is. We know what is trending, which is not a lie, but to some extent, there's also the leverage we can get from advice from people who have been through the road before. They may see things that you cannot see for right now. You know, there's always this phrase where God sees you as the person that you can be, not the person that you are. And I believe that that's the same principle that goes to, your parents, that goes to the uncles, the aunties, that may be speaking into your life, but you may be just, how would I put it? You just have a hard heart towards it. You're telling yourself, no, I'll figure it out by myself, or no, I can do it by myself. Don't worry about it. And you just go on your own, end up making the same mistakes, and now you come back and you cannot even look them in the face. So there is some humility in accepting advice from the elderly. And my uncle is really not that old. He's really not that old. The guy, he's really strong. Let me just tell you, he's really strong. But I really just came on here to use this platform to really share that there is wisdom in learning from people who have gone before you. If you see anyone who is in your vicinity, maybe a mentor, a coach, make sure to even get one if you don't have one. Be in tune with what is happening in your area. make sure to learn from the people who have gone before you. Because at the end of the day, we are not called to just be alone. We are not called to be isolated. We are called to really stay in community. I think a huge part of what makes your identity is the people you surround yourself with. I always have to bring it back to identity. A huge part of who you call yourself or where your foundation lies is about also who you surround yourself with. I think me going to my uncle's place, my auntie, they have been such a great help. My auntie, she cooks so wonderfully. Like she used to save so much time. When I came to university, I'm currently missing the cooking because wow. And don't get me wrong, I can cook, I manage myself. But God bless my auntie. Amen. Thank you. Because these are little nuggets that sometimes you just like I mean, they have to take care of me, right? It's that privilege mindset. Like, of course, like they are going to take care of me. Like I'm in their house, I'm there. I'm their family member. But honestly, it is something to really take someone in and feed them, pay the bills, make sure that they have a place to stay. Is something that you think is so I may push it as, oh yeah, that's just normal, but it's really a blessing. It's really a blessing, and I am grateful. I'm grateful that I got to pass through that house. I got to be there and see wonderful people who have a heart for God, and they show it in everything that they do. My auntie is a lawyer, my uncle is a pharmacist, and they really do their job really well. They are excellent in everything that they do. They pushed me and still push me to become the best version that I can. And it's the same thing that I even tell my cousin who is their son, that bro, you need to be able to do better. You need to be able to push yourself. You need to be able to think outside the box. And he is really smart. Like when I tell you this guy is really smart, he's really smart. He just acts like, but he's really smart. And I'm really just so grateful. This is really like a gratitude post. Just, encouraging you guys to look at that person. Think about your life right now. Think about your life. Think about the where you are right now and the people who have brought you there. It's sometimes it's really just the little things. You'll be surprised how much somebody just paying for you or giving you like a ride or something. All of a sudden now, you guys are business partners. It's really the little things, and I really thank God for my uncle. I thank God for my auntie. I thank God for the wisdom that they have poured into me. And it's not all good times because there'll obviously be some, hedges here and there that they had to cut off. But here I am right now speaking to you guys, and you guys are listening to me. It's not a one day. It's all part of the journey. All part of the journey of becoming who you are. There are people that you meet, there are mentors that you would seek out, there are coaches that will help you rise to the occasion. They will push you to become the best version of who you are. And at the moment, you would probably hate them for it. You probably tell them, why are they doing this? What do they see in me? But it's because they see something in you that you cannot see for yourself. And if those people are not in your life to tell you who you are or who you're called to be, you probably still be comfortable staying where you are. I'll end by just giving this last story. I was in a call recently and somebody mentioned the story of Moses and Jethro. Moses was the one who led the people of Israel out of Egypt. And he used to take care of literally everything. He used to do the prayers, he used to do, the alms, he used to do the sacrifices. And Jethro, an elderly man, came who is related to him, Zipporah's father, came to him and said, Mr. Moses, if you keep on doing this, you are going to, wear out. And this is someone might say that, I mean, Moses is the one that hears from God, because that's one thing I got from what this person said to me. Moses is the one that hears from God. He's the one that goes into God. He is the one that literally has fellowship. But God did not speak to Moses about all this delegating. It was Jethro who came and gave him friendly advice. Said, Moses, you can break it up into sections where somebody leads this section, another person leads this, while you can take care of another thing. The same thing that happened in Acts of the Apostles, where I think Peter was the one who said, let the people take care of the people and let us just focus on the prayer. Let us focus on ministry. There are things that come up that it may not really be God, but God may send you people to your life that you have to be discerning and say, oh, wow, this is actually sound advice and I should take it. It might be your sister, it might be your father, it might be the teacher that you probably don't like. But God always sends people to help you in your journey, to help you to become the person that He has called you to be. No, God is not going to come down physically and help you, but He will send the right people, the ordained people for you to break into the new. Make sure you are aware of that season. Make sure you are in tune with what God is saying to you, because those people, even though they may not know it, or they may know it, you never know. They were sent to you for a reason. They were sent to you to make you look at yourself in a new way and really build you up to become the person that God has called you to be. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys got something from this video. I know it was a bit of different from the other videos, but it's really important to recognize the people who have seen you. They have seen the real you, and they still love you for who you are. I think it's not easy. Parents, they basically gave birth to you, so it's like, of course, you guys will love me. I mean, I came out of your womb and everything. So, but other people who they don't even like, family members, yes, they might have it, but not all family members that get along. It's not all sisters or cousins that may get along. But there are people, who may come into your life, mentors, coaches, like I said, who will come into your life and really speak into it and give you advice that can change your life if you listen. Always remember, you were called to stand out, not to fit in. It's not bad to have a spiritual leader in your life. It's not bad to have somebody that looks out for you, because sometimes you will not be able to look out for yourself every time. Okay? So have a blessed one, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.